Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Hunter Starcraft cast. Today's 1 versus 1 matchup is going to be on Terminus RE, and it's a very exciting game. This is actually game 3 of a best of 3 series between oGs.NaDa, the red Terran player at the 9 o'clock position, and mouz.MorroW, the blue Zerg, at the 12 o'clock position. For those of you not familiar with this map, Terminus RE is a GSL map. It's a giant map. There are a ton of bases. What are there? 16 bases, right, on this map, and it might be the biggest map in the GSL map pool. Maybe Tal'Darim Altar, I'm not really sure. I want to introduce these players a little bit more. Our Zerg player, MorroW, he is a very strong tournament player and has really come into his own in the past maybe 3 or 4 months, especially, you know, in 2011. He's performed very well, especially in tournaments. He's gotten some like gold medal, you know, tournament performances, live tournaments, online tournaments. He's really making a name for himself. Once upon a time, he actually played Terran. That was quite a while ago. It's probably in the beta that he actually was a Terran player, and now, of course, switching to Zerg and having a lot of success with Zerg. NaDa, on the other hand, is, of course, a Terran player. He was Terran in Brood War, and he was such an incredible tournament player in Brood War, I have to say. One sort of crazy stat for oGs.NaDa is that he had more prize winnings in Starcraft Brood War than any other player in the whole world. And just to perform that consistently in tournaments is just unbelievable. I mean, there are lots of players who will sort of rotate, you know, getting, you know, top 3 or even, you know, winning tournaments, but to just perform on such a consistent level, always being, you know, a finalist seemingly, hats off to NaDa for sure. Really tremendous achievement, you know, having more money in prize money as a StarCraft 1 player. But I don't want to harp on that for too long. This is going to be an exciting TVZ. I did mention that this is actually game 3, as we have a drone here with 1 hit point left. MorroW scouting drone. Of course, he scouts the 2 racks, and the 2 racks is a very aggressive opening, especially when you put these barracks in a forward position like this. So expect NaDa to put some pressure on here, and this is a hatchery first build from MorroW. This was hatchery first, of course, and as such, it's going to be a little bit difficult for MorroW to defend. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, as I mentioned before, this is game 3. I've mentioned it 3 times now, as a matter of fact. I casted game 2 about 5 minutes ago, but it was a really one-sided matchup. I wanted a bit of a longer cast, so I picked game 2. Really one-sided, and I didn't want to post that. NaDa actually won game 2, and apparently MorroW won game 1. So this is sort of the rubber match, winner takes all here. So there's a lot of pressure on these players, and I'm excited to see who's going to take it. We got lots of Marines rallying in. Of course, NaDa's just going to continue to pump them out of 2 barracks, and we have a bunker going up. This bunker finishes, it's going to be very difficult for MorroW to hold. This spine crawler is about halfway complete. It's too bad. Spine crawlers just take forever. 50 seconds, longer than any other static defense in the whole game. And these Zerglings getting some good shots off. A Marine gets taken out. 1 SCV goes down as well. Ooh, another SCV with just 10 hit points left. And this is how Terran players like to do it. You pump Marines out of 2 barracks and you start to leapfrog the bunkers. And there's now 2 Marines in that bunker. It's going to be really difficult for MorroW to break that. But now that the spine is up, I'm not actually sure if MorroW is going to have much more success with this rush. He is just continuing to produce off of 2 barracks. He's putting a command center down. And, I mean, this bunker is just sort of out in no man's land. It's not in a threatening position for MorroW at this stage of the game, so I have no idea who's going to win right now. Army count is virtually neck and neck. There's no Zergling speed on the way. MorroW is just mining, you know, 3 workers on 1 extractor. Let's take a look at the units tab as well. 22 drones, 19 SCVs plus mules, 10 Marines, but only 4 Zerglings. So it's difficult for me to judge at this point who's really ahead. The Zerg player has a slight army lead now, but the Terran player has pretty much, NaDa here has a pretty much uncontested natural expansion, especially with this wall off. And I see NaDa doing this a lot. And I mean, yeah, keep an eye out for this, you Terran players out there. You can wall off choke points for sure with 3 barracks, smaller choke points with 2 barracks. I mean, it seems pretty obvious, but I don't actually see enough Terran players doing it, walling off in such a way so that you have you sort of a guaranteed natural expansion. Of course, on Terminus RE, there are these destructible rocks as well that lead to a 3rd base. So I guess NaDa just needs to be wary of that. And he actually can keep an eye on those destructible rocks from where his Marines are situated right now. Complete map control going to MorroW. I want to keep an eye on the production tab. We have a Baneling Nest on the way. Both Cell Nagas in possession of MorroW. Or I guess it's actually the other way around. So the Baneling Nest now nearly complete, about 75% complete. A ton of Marines moving out though. MorroW is aware of this. MorroW definitely sees this coming. If he can just... Oh, if he can just get some... morph some Banelings in time. He's got a lot of gas banked. How many Banelings is he gonna produce here? He does... it's gonna be tight. There's a ton of Marines rallying in. But it doesn't seem like MorroW cares for any Banelings. He could have possibly morphed some... Oh, he's got so many Speedlings though, and they got their wings. Here we go. A gigantic surround that is absolutely vicious. These poor Marines, the life of a Marine today on Terminus RE, very unfortunate as MorroW just absolutely massacred that Marine ball, and all of a sudden, NaDa, shaking in his boots, is going to have a ton of Speedlings knocking on his front door. Speedlings and morphing in 16 plus 3, 19 Banelings. This is not looking good for MorroW at this point. Of course I'm talking about NaDa. I'm so excited. Just a small slip of the tongue. NaDa here looking to be in an absolutely horrendous position. He tried a very aggressive opening against this star European Zerg player. And these Banelings going to have no problem taking down 2 of the barracks. And all of a sudden there's an infestation, folks. Really bad news for NaDa, as these Speedlings are just going to have an absolute heyday and absolutely destroy NaDa. Oh man, what an exciting match. To be really honest, when I saw that 2 racks pressure and the bunker got up and NaDa started putting down a second bunker, I thought MorroW was going to lose, and I thought it was going to kind of be disappointing. I mean, who wants to see such a one-sided bunker rush play? But MorroW, man, what a comeback. What an exciting match. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and keep an eye out for more. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace out.